Hi guys, it's Ben here from Wingman Pro Guides. So what I wanted to do is just make a quick video about bass. In response to the video I posted yesterday, I had a question about how I managed to get bass tones to sound, relatively decent. So I've opened up the track from yesterday that I posted. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what I did to make it sound like that. Okay. So first of all, here's the track. I've muted all the guitars, so it's just bass and drums, okay? So this is the finished product of the bass. I've turned it up a bit so you can hear it better. So finished product of the bass and just drums. Alright, so you get the point there. So, it still sounds like fake bass, but, you can do things like I have done to at least make it try and not sound quite so blatantly fake. Obviously, when you've mixed it into the track, it sounds a lot different. Just to quickly touch on some editing here. Velocity-wise, I've always got, with bass in metal, everything's just at full. Generally bassists who playing metal, they hit as hard as they can. So I've just done the same thing here with bass. So what I'm going to do is I've opened up a separate track here and this is just how, once I open the track for this kind of bass, this is what it would open with. So the channel strip would have all these plugins in already, and the EQs would be like that. So as you can see here, I'm using glam rock bass. Most people using Logic will probably never use that because it sounds like you wouldn't want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what it sounds like just as you open it with the programmed in. Alright, just so you can get a bit of a comparison there, I'll switch between them, okay? There you go. So I think my finished product sounds better than how the plugin starts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through what I changed, okay? So the compression is on both tracks. I've kept it the same. This plugin here, Guitar Amp Pro, I have made changes. So this is how it opened originally, and this is my version. So all I've done is I've changed this to off-center, first of all. I've changed this to custom 50. I've changed this to modern, and that I've moved to US 1x12 open back 2. I've turned down the gain, turned down the bass, turned down the mids, up some treble and a bit of presence there. The reason for downing the bass is just because I have bass coming elsewhere. Right, so that's that done. The only other thing I've got on here that's the same on both channels is the EQ. You can see there it's quite a drastic change. So the EQ in the standard version is just a big push on all the low end. Now, I find that you really don't want to be pushing too much low end down there, only because that isn't really frequency that's going to be noticed. And this region here is mainly for kick drums, so really the push needs to be above that, or in regions that is for bass to be filling. So that's what I've done here. I've done a little bit of a scoop on the low end, I've done a push here, and I've really boosted the kind of mid-range and the highs. Right, so the only other things here, so that's it that comes on the initial plugin. So what I've done is I've added in a few bits and bobs here. First one being a bit of kit called Recabinet. Now I've only recently got this, and to be honest I'm not sure if it really does much for me. I've left channel 1 muted. To be fair, I hadn't even realised it was muted, but it sounds pretty good, so let's leave it as that. Channel 2, I've got one of the 2 bass cabinets available called Motown. I've chosen a 421 off axis, and I've got it close, and I've kind of fiddled around here, you know, until it sounded decent for me. Okay, so that was that. The other thing, I think this is the key part here, is there's a plugin in Logic called Bass Amp, and all I've done is I've changed this to the top class DI MIDI, or mid-range, I suppose it would stand for. I guess this is sort of trying to emulate what maybe a Sans amp might sound like. So what I've done is I've cranked the gain, low ends at full, mids and are in the middle, and so the treble. So I'm just going to show you the difference. I felt like this made quite a large difference to the sound here. So I'm just going to mute. So I'll play the bass on its own. Why not? So you can see that that particular plugin makes quite a lot of difference. Obviously it pops a bit, I'm turning it on and off, so but it does make up the bulk of the tone, I suppose. So that's about it plugin wise. So I'm just going to play you in context with the track now. There you go. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or any other topics or anything you want me to discuss in video, then leave me a comment or send me a message and I'll see what I can do for you guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.